I was very tired that day. The time was already late, and it was necessary to catch the last trolley bus. I walked up to the bus stop. There is not a soul around. I sat down on a bench and waited for my fifth trolley bus. Almost 20 minutes have passed, and I have already lost hope of returning home after midnight. And then a trolley bus appeared around the corner. Number 5, mine. There were 4 people sitting inside, an old lady, some couple, and a drunk who had fallen asleep in the far seat. The driver didn't wait for me to go inside and stepped on the gas, almost pinching my leg. I put the coins on the driver's shelf and went inside. I sat down on the first available seat, almost near the door, and leaning against the glass began to fall asleep to the monotonous buzzing of the trolley bus. Before I could doze off, I felt the trolley bus slow down and stop. Another stop? I thought. I felt a kind of cold. I opened my eyes, because there was no sound of doors opening at all. What I saw I will never forget. In the cabin stood a crooked creature of enormous stature, long arms, a shapeless face devoid of eyes and mouth, and a red shoulder back. What is it? I'm a dreaming? The creature moved towards me. It touched me with its long cold finger, and it went on to the salon. I couldn't move at all. I could only watch in the rear view mirror of the driver, who also froze in a creepy pose. The creature passed by the other passengers, also touched them with a finger, and reached the poor drunk, who was still sleeping in the back row. There I couldn't see clearly what was going on there, but I heard the sound of a zipper on the back and how something big is put into it carefully with some kind of crunch, pushing it harder and harder. Then there was silence. My head became heavy and I fell into the darkness. I woke up from some kind of creaking and hit my head on the handle. Zavodsky! The driver yelled. My stop. What's a dream? I stood up and looked back. A couple of lovers were still sitting on the third row, and Granny was already standing near the central door, getting ready to go out with me too. And there was no one in the last row anymore. There was no drunkard who snored like that all the way. Only his shoe under the seat, and the sharp pain in my neck reminded me of what had just happened in this terrible dream, and I ran out to the bus stop.